What's up, everyone? I'm Bobby Techno from Bobby's Tech World, and today I've got a really cool product that was sent to me by BlitzWolf. It's a USB Type-C braided 3-foot cable, basically a meter cable, and it also is for quick charge and data sync. So one thing you got to be careful of is these USB-C cables. This one goes to a USB-A connection, so like you can hook it up to your computer, other charging devices and stuff, but you want to be careful which ones you pick, because some people have had problems with cords that are overheating, melting their let's say their charge port or whatever on their Nexus devices or something like that. So this one here had some really cool specs, so we're gonna go ahead and open this thing up, take a look at what we got, plug it up. I'm gonna check how much if it can data transfer properly, how much amperage it can pull, and make sure that it's a good cord to hook up to my Nexus 5X or your Nexus 6P, or shoot, any of those other, the One 2. You've got a couple of devices. You even have a MacBook that gets charged up by USB-C. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and see what we got inside. Now that we have the packaging off, I'm going to take a look at it. It's a pretty simple box, nothing much to it, fairly good shape. You know, it was sent to me in relatively great condition. You know, the packaging was great. I'll have a link below to where you can get this product from. It's really cool. It's free shipping to anywhere in the United States, which I kind of like. At least I still hope it is. But that's what I saw last time I looked at this on the website. And basically, here's your features down here. You know, the USB 3.1, it's a Type-C, so it's reversible, so you can plug it in different directions. That's the coolest thing about these new USB-C devices, is that you don't have to worry about what direction like a micro USB used to. So, and it's also braided, like I mentioned before. And let me go ahead and get this box open. Back in action again. Get this off. Alright, let's pull this guy out. Here's the cable. This is really cool. You got a frown and a happy face by BlitzWolf. So I kind of like it. I'm going to leave it the happy face, but what this is right here is pretty much, it says here that simplifies your life, and we love that you are happy. We invite you to tell us about the product and join the community on Facebook, which is pretty cool, Twitter, and go to their website, BlitzWolf.com, and some email support. You can contact them, and some other places, and of course you got an 18-month manufacturer warranty, so that's cool. We'll get that out of the way. Here's your cord. So pretty much a braided cord. Let me go ahead and get the twisty off there. Here's your input, which I really do like. It's got a metallic finish to it, and it's not a plastic metallic. It's actually real. I can feel the cold of it. So that is nice and durable. I could definitely tell that that is a lot more durable than some of the plastic devices that we get from other USB chargers. Also, same thing up here. I like the little the footprint there. There's your USB-C. Let me straighten it up for your input. Alright, well, what you plug into. So it's not so bad. This here is nice and stiff. You could probably work it however you need to charge it correctly. Now what they say is that this can sustain 2.4 amps. It can also sustain 5,000, at least 5,000 bends before we start having some integrity issues inside of this. Because what you do have is you have capabilities for data and of course capabilities for quick charge. So I would just probably be careful how many times you bend this. I probably would not suggest keeping it plugged into your phone while you're playing on it. Just leave it, let it charge, then play with it after it's done. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and plug this up to my computer, and I'm going to show you. We're going to go ahead and pull some data and see how well it can transfer data. Now that I have it connected to the computer, I'm going to go ahead and go down to, instead of USB for charging, I'm going to go ahead and, probably can't see it too well, but because of the lighting here, I'm going to click for file transfers, which is right there in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place the phone down for a second. I'm going to pull up a folder here, go to one of my videos. Let's go to the bootloader unlock. Here, this video right here, I'm going to copy it. And then paste it right here onto my phone. So the phone is just going to sit here and idle like normal, but I have not disconnected it because you can see it right here. And I'm going to paste it. Yeah, why not? As you can see, data is transferring over to it. I wish I could kind of see what the data rate is, but this is not really working on that right now. Now that video you saw was a couple gigs. So, well, okay, it's a little over 3 gigs. Alright, so you're talking about a 3 gig video, alright, having transfer capabilities of that. Alright, look at that. I mean, we're getting close to halfway done, and you're just watching this video. So, I think it can transfer data. As a matter of fact, here's what else I'm going to do. I'm going to open up an ADB shell. Open up a command window. Here you go. This is also going to help things out. I have ADB debugging, blah, blah, blah. So, alright, I'm going to click ADB devices, and if it can show up, then I have the ability to do things with this cord. There you go. My device is attached. So, enough of that. And just to let you know that this cord right here is doing its job, and it is transferring data to my Nexus 5X. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel out of that. So there you go, there's the data transfer. Now let's get down to a charging device and see what this cord can pull on the devices. Here we are. We're going to test our braided cable onto, I have right here like a charging bank from another company. It's got this IQ charger and stuff, so we're going to see how it works with that. And I've got this tester here to kind of tell you about volts and amps to see how much this cord is pulling. So let me go ahead and plug it in. As you can see here, we have 5 volts output, which is great, and we're going to go ahead and plug it into there. And the other end is going straight into the phone, which is really, it's got a really nice snap, by the way. Nice and firm. So there we go. Now we get to see what it's doing. Alright, so this right here is just a smart charger, kind of gauges in between. It'll never go up to like a quick charge capability, but at 1.83 amps, that's enough to consider it a charge. Well, it's charging rapidly, so that's pretty cool. It's not at 3 amps though, but it's rapidly, I mean, it's charging enough. So I mean, this cord's hanging in there. That's a good deal. So let's go ahead and unplug it from here, and then I'm going to plug it into one of my old Samsung chargers. Let's go ahead and unplug that sucker. Set it aside. Here's one of my Samsung chargers. I'm plugging into there. There's the volts. It's going to take a second here to re-correct itself. Alright. There you go. There's your volts, and then there's your amps. Now this charger is a 2 amp charger. So that tells me that this cord, this phone is wanting power. It was wanting amps. It's wanting to charge. And it's going to send a signal through this cable, and it's going to tell this charger to give me everything you have. If I had a cord here that's much smaller than this, I'm not going to be able to pull 2 amps. This cord is just kicking butt. It's doing its job, and it's doing it really well. So as you can see, it transfers data. Now remember, data transfer can also be dependent on the SD card if you're using external or internal, stuff like that. Other things too about read and write speeds, okay? So I'm just wanting to let you know that it does transfer data. This thing works. And it also produces a quick charge. It'll max out whatever charger that you have. So And also, as you can see, I've been using some Big Daddy chargers, ones that come with bigger phones. Try not to use anything tinier, you know, like a half amp charger or a 1 amp sometimes, because you got a big phone, a big cord, a little charger, you could overheat it. All right, there's a lot of different things. You have a big phone, a small cable, big charger, you can ruin the cable. But I'm actually really excited. This thing works great, looks awesome. I love the logo, the little pop, the print there. You know, tells you the USB and its capability. I love the feel and the texture of it because of it being braided, and I'm just absolutely excited to use this cord as daily use cord and stuff like that without any fear that something's going to happen. And I'll keep a monitor on it and see how things go. So thank y'all for watching. I'm glad y'all stuck around long enough to see this because it was really worth it, especially for USB-C phones or devices. So thank y'all for watching. I'm Bobby Techno from Bobby's Tech World. Now I'm pulling chocks.